Good day, my fellow Nigerians. In this conversation, I want to talk about the development of work ethic. Now, work ethic is very important to the development of Nigeria. Why? Because, one, we don't have a work ethic. We just have a lackadaisical, anyhow attitude, anywhere in which way we go work, we go do it. The truth about life is that for every vision you want to achieve, the first child of that vision is work, effort. Because without effort, nothing comes out of it. Even if we look at it from a religious perspective, we were told that God spent 6 days. In fact, He spent 5 days preparing this place for humans to live. Because human being was the last thing He created. Now, science has led us to understand that trees generate oxygen, a lot of things, ocean oxygen, plants, we eat plants, we even eat animals. So that means, assuming we were created before most of all these things, some of us will die of starvation. Now, He rested on the 7th day. Without work, there is no success. As a nation, as part of our reorientation that we have to reorient ourselves, as part of the effort towards driving for greatness or striving for greatness, one of the first things we need to do is to reshape or restructure or tweak our work life. We have to take our work serious. We have to take it like our life depends on it. It doesn't matter how much you're being paid for that job. If you're underpaid in your job, the first thing you should do is quit that job. If you're paid 5,000 naira, I'm just using as an illustration. If you're paid 5,000 naira, quit that job, go out there into the labor market, be a freelancer. And if you cannot create 5,000 naira in a month, then your former employer was being very generous to you. I'll repeat it. If you are being paid 5,000, okay, let me use a realistic amount. In Nigeria today, somebody earning 100,000 can say, I am not well paid. I am underpaid, considering the work I am doing. Fine. Let's agree you're doing a good work. You're doing a good job. You know your job. Quit that job. Get into the labor market and become a freelancer. Now, if in a month you're not able to generate up to 50,000 naira, then your former employer was being very generous on you. If I was a Father Christmas to you. But if you get out there into the labor market and you're able to generate 300,000 in a month, that's where you can only justify that your former employer was underpaying you. Then if he was underpaying you, why are you still in the job? So move out. Now, I don't want you to complain about your job because a lot of us are very lackadaisical about our jobs. They give you a job description and tell you, you will do this, you will do that. You have not even done 10% of what you're supposed to do in your office and you are grumbling. They send you on a tire, it's too difficult. My boss, they overuse me. They tell you you're going to close by 4. Sometimes you close by 5. You've started grumbling. Overpay, overtime, they come. This, that. You don't even know when your company is making profit or loss. Your own is you're interested in your salary. The worst of all is that we have many ghost workers who don't go to work, but they receive salary. You go to communities, maybe like when companies come to communities, somebody put my name. If you have a company, would you want somebody to just put his name and you're paying him salary? So we need to change this mentality of anyhow work. Now, when we change this mentality, the first thing that gets out of our mind, the first thing that we need to remove from our mind is get rich quick scheme. Because the truth is, there is nothing that you can do the first time and you do it perfectly, or you do it well, or you do it satisfactorily. None. Watch your life. Everything you are doing, every simple thing that you do, even the first day you went to school, you went to primary school, the first day you went to you wanted to run home. The first day you went to university, most of you will feel like you're in a strange land. Try to speak a new language. So there is nothing on earth that you can do and do perfectly the first day. But when you become consistent, persistently do that thing. That's why I said, seest thou a man diligent. When you diligently do that thing, then you develop power over that thing. You develop strength. You develop the muscle to be able to do that thing in such a form that you achieve positive results. Now, we need to take away that mentality of get rich quick scheme so that we can learn to master our art, master and perfect our art so that we can create a better society for ourselves. Nigeria is a great nation, but we have to activate the greatness. Because like the Chinese will say, it is not the way that makes man great, it is man that makes the way great. And Jack Ma, Alibaba, the owner of Alibaba, AliExpress, he said something. He said, it is the success of the people that brings about the success of the nation. Now, most times we talk about, there's no job no day, job no day employed. It is a lie. There are so many jobs. There are millions of jobs waiting. But where are the qualified people? There are no qualified people. Because you employ somebody and he just sits down there, he does nothing. He doesn't even think of how do we strategize to take this company from this point to the next point. They don't think about it. He's just waiting for salary at the end of the month. So whether the company is functioning or not, he wants to get his salary. Sometimes you have some bosses who will have to go and source out for money from elsewhere to pay staff in a company that these staff they're not even bothered that business is not moving on fine, and they are not even bothered to sit down and think, how do we make this place work? Because you as a staff of a company, you have one of the greatest responsibility to make that company work if it is not working, because that's grace. Yes, since I mentioned grace, I want to talk about something very important. A lot of us have been hoodwinked, have been deceived to believe that grace is unmerited favor. Anybody that tells you that is a thief. There is nothing like unmerited favor on earth. For everything you get, you merit it. For everything you get, there is no free lunch in nature. There is no free lunch. Even God will not give you free gifts. You have to behave right. You have to pray. You have to live a righteous life. You have to be good. Before God is okay, let me bless this man and give him something. Or you don't just sit down, you behave anyhow, and you expect that, okay, heaven will bless me. No, it doesn't work that way. So there is no free lunch. So grace is not unmerited favor. Grace is when your effort meets the opportunity you create or opportunity that comes to you. If you have 100 million now, you want to open a company. If you need a finance manager, or you need an accountant, or you need a manager to manage the company, are you going to put grace as one of the qualities that you're looking for in your staff? You're not going to put grace. You're going to put qualification, physical qualification from a university or from a college or from something or from somewhere, or short-term programs. Now, when those people come for interview, you look at the one with the best character and you say, this one get grace, now this one I will choose. That is because he has a good character. So there is nothing that is free. So don't define grace like you sit down in your home, well to just come to you, you dream of being a billionaire, well to come to you. But any small money that comes into you, you go and bet it off, or you go and pursue woman. Or you will not even give your wife or your family money, you go and spend it outside with useless people. And you are waiting for grace. There is no grace that will come. And Nigeria as a nation, there is no grace that can come to us until we take the bull by the horn and do what is right. Because other nations have done what is right and they achieved success. Because the principles of success is that when you apply effort, you will get results. That is it. If you apply effort, you will get it. But if you don't apply effort, there will be no result for you. Okay, so we need to move away from this mentality of anyhow anything go work. We need to apply work ethic, develop a sound work ethic that is constructive to the development of our companies, of our personal company, of where we're working, of the people we're doing business with. And that also involves a fundamental key, honesty. A lot of us are so dishonest that you're doing business even with your best man. You're looking for ways to cut out money and, run him straight, as some people will say. You're looking for how to run him straight. You don't know that if you do business of 10,000 with somebody today, tomorrow you can do a business of 50,000. And in 2 or 3 years, you can be doing business of what, 30 million. But if you do business of 20,000 today and you cheat him out of his own little 3 or 4,000, more business will not come. Because the first thing is that he will quit. And when he quits, the company has suffered. So let us begin to look at our country as an organization that needs to be grown. Let us grow it with proper work ethic. Let us apply those key principles that we know within ourselves that should make things work. Wake up early in the morning and go to work. Don't oversleep in bed. This is where some of us fail. You say, early morning I should do, I have to come to work early. When they employed you in that company, did you not know that you will go to work early? Did you not know? Did you accept or reject it? You accepted it, and now you are complaining. So stop complaining and start living. I think is it Dale Carnegie or Norman Vincent Peale? He said, "Stop complaining and start living." Let us stop complaining and start living a life guided by work ethic in everything we do, so that we can achieve our desired success. Because we have the capacity. Nigeria has the capacity for success. We have a great capacity for success, and we can achieve it. We will. We must. Because there's no time for lackers. We have come to an age where information has exploded, and people are doing everything to make sure that life becomes better. So you'll be left behind. In fact, as it stands, most African countries have left Nigeria behind. We're just answering giant, you know, Dogoyaro giant, Goliath giant that David has killed already. We're answering giants, but we're not giants of Africa. We're just giants in population that is a result of excess knacking, which even does not tell good about us. A lot of us, you knack. The small money you get are supposed to devote to one girl, take good care of her, help her build your life. You will knack 10 girls before you have children not full everywhere. So our population has grown. But we keep calling government. I'm not saying that the government is performing excellently. That one is a talk for another day. But I'm talking of we as the individuals. So develop a work ethic. Go and read about books. Go read books. Go do your research. Go to YouTube. Go to TikTok. Go to any social media. Download things on work ethic and build your work ethic so that you can be an exceptional staff where you're working. Let you become the bone, the foundation of the growth of your organization, so that you can become that indispensable staff whose efforts create success. That is what I call grace. Yes. Grace is your ability to get into a company and transform that company as a result of the knowledge you carry within you. Because wisdom is the application of knowledge for the good of humanity or for the good of community. So if you're knowledgeable enough, you come to a company, you will understand what is going on in that company, or you will seek to understand it by doing research and understanding that industry. When you understand that industry, you apply the knowledge that is needed to build that industry or that company or that organization. You will grow it. And when you grow it, the company will become better. It's not about your salary. Yes, your salary may increase gradually. Your employer may not appreciate you for what you are doing, but you are learning. Because with the experience you gain, tomorrow if you find yourself in the labor market, you will excel. That's the truth. Okay? So create that grace within you, that grace that is needed to manifest the success that your organization needs, your company needs. If it's your personal company, let your grace, let your knowledge, let your wisdom speak in it. Speak life into it, and with the eyes of faith, see that thing, make a way where there seems to be no way. Because that is success. That is the grace. That's the grace we're looking for. So let us walk with grace and allow ourselves to be guided by work ethic. Because work ethic is the first key that we must put aright for Nigeria to grow. Without work ethic, even if government dashes everybody 10 million naira today, it will go down the drain. Because a lot of us will live a very flamboyant, reckless, expensive life. And in 6 months, what is 6 months? Some of us will blow that cash in 3 months and go back to square minus 10. So it's not money that is the problem. It's how to manage it. Okay? And how to manage it is that work. Develop a work ethic and life will become better. I believe in Nigeria, and I want you to believe in Nigeria because the time has come for Nigeria to grow. The time has come, and we will grow Nigeria. Thank you.